Welcome to Psychology and Physical Training channel. What comes to mind when you hear the term abnormal behavior? Do you picture something negative or harmful? Often the term abnormal behavior is cloaked in misunderstanding and stereotypes. It's a term that's frequently misused, leading to misconceptions that can cloud our understanding. It's crucial to remember that abnormal doesn't equate to bad or dangerous. Throughout this video, we'll delve into the various viewpoints on abnormal behavior and debunk some common misconceptions. The popular view of abnormal behavior focuses on the deviation from societal norms. This perspective is largely based on a collective consensus of what constitutes normal and abnormal behavior. Societal norms and expectations play a pivotal role in shaping this view, often leading to a binary classification of behaviors as either normal or abnormal. However, this view is not without its pitfalls. It often leads to stigmatization and discrimination against those who exhibit behaviors that deviate from the norm. Individuals are labeled and judged based on a narrow understanding of their behavior, without considering the broader context or their unique experiences. This perspective also overlooks the fact that what is considered normal can vary greatly across different societies and cultures. What may be considered abnormal in one culture could be perfectly normal in another. But this viewpoint often lacks a comprehensive understanding of the individual's unique experiences and circumstances. So let's delve deeper and explore other viewpoints, shall we? Scene script. Another perspective on abnormal behavior revolves around the concepts of adaptive and maladaptive behavior. Envision life as a complex dance, with the environment leading and us trying to keep up. We adjust, adapt, and change our steps to match the rhythm and tempo of our surroundings. This is the essence of adaptive behavior. Actions that enable us to effectively function within our environment. Adaptive behavior is like a well-tuned compass, guiding us towards behaviors that are appropriate, beneficial, and harmonious with our environment. It's about learning to play the right notes at the right time. For instance, developing social skills to connect with others, problem-solving abilities to navigate life's challenges, and practical skills to take care of our everyday needs. But what happens when the compass goes awry? When the notes are off key and the rhythm is lost? This is where maladaptive behavior enters the scene. As the name suggests, maladaptive behavior hinders our ability to adjust to certain situations. It's like a misstep in our dance with the environment. Just like adaptive behavior, maladaptive behavior covers a wide spectrum. It might manifest as an inability to deal with stress, resulting in anxiety or depression. It could show up as addictive behaviors, where individuals seek temporary relief from their problems, but in the long run end up causing more harm than good. It's important to note that the line between adaptive and maladaptive behavior isn't always clear. A behavior that's adaptive in one context may be maladaptive in another. For example, a heightened state of alertness can be adaptive in a dangerous situation, but if this state persists when the danger is gone, it becomes maladaptive, leading to chronic stress or anxiety disorders. To understand abnormal behavior, we must consider this dance between the individual and their environment, and how adaptive and maladaptive behaviors play out in different contexts. It's important to recognize that what may be adaptive in one context could be maladaptive in another. From a biological standpoint, abnormal behavior is often seen as a result of genetic or physiological factors. In the realm of psychology, the biological viewpoint seeks to comprehend abnormal behavior through a biological lens. This perspective primarily attributes abnormal behavior to physical conditions. For instance, it might be the result of an imbalance in brain chemistry or anomalies in genetic makeup. Imagine the human body as a complex machine. Every part plays a vital role, and when one component malfunctions, it can disrupt the entire system. The brain, arguably the most complex organ, is no exception. It's responsible for all our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. If there's an imbalance in neurotransmitters, chemicals that transmit signals in the brain, it might lead to abnormal behavior. Similarly, our genes, the blueprint of our bodies, can also play a significant role. Abnormal behavior could be a result of genetic abnormalities passed down through generations. Studies have found links between certain genetic markers and mental health disorders, suggesting a biological basis for some abnormal behaviors. However, It's important to note that the biological viewpoint is just one piece of the puzzle. Human behavior is an intricate web of interactions between biology, environment, and experiences. While the biological viewpoint provides valuable insights, attributing all abnormal behavior purely to physical conditions can be reductive. However, this viewpoint can sometimes oversimplify complex behavioral issues. Beyond the biological viewpoint, there are several psychological perspectives on abnormal behavior. Let's delve into these different viewpoints and explore how they contribute to our understanding of abnormal behavior. First, we have the psychodynamic viewpoint, which traces its roots back to the work of Sigmund Freud. This perspective suggests that abnormal behavior is a result of unresolved inner conflicts. It posits that our behavior is largely influenced by unconscious forces, and unresolved conflicts from our childhood can lead to abnormal behavior in adulthood. It's like a mystery novel where the clues to our present behavior are buried deep in our past. Next, we have the behavioral viewpoint. This perspective sees abnormal behavior as learned responses. Remember Pavlov and his dogs? That's a classic example of behaviorism. If a behavior is rewarded, it gets reinforced and is likely to be repeated. Conversely, behaviors that are punished or ignored are less likely to be repeated. So if one learns to associate fear with a certain object or situation, they might develop a phobia, an example of abnormal behavior. Then, we have the cognitive viewpoint. This perspective focuses on how we perceive, remember, and interpret the world around us. It suggests that abnormal behavior is a result of irrational thinking. Think of it as a faulty filter. If your perceptions or interpretations of situations are skewed or irrational, it can lead to behaviors that are considered abnormal. Moving on, we have the humanistic and existential viewpoints. These perspectives are often grouped together due to their focus on the individual's subjective experience and the pursuit of personal growth and self-fulfillment. They suggest that abnormal behavior is a failure to fulfill one's potential. If one is unable to achieve their authentic self or cannot find meaning in life, it can result in feelings of alienation and abnormal behavior. Finally, we have the sociocultural viewpoint. This perspective emphasizes the impact of societal and cultural factors on our behavior. It posits that abnormal behavior can be a result of societal pressures, cultural expectations, or social inequalities. In other words, it's not just about the individual, it's about the world around them too. As you can see, each of these viewpoints offers a different lens through which to understand abnormal behavior. The psychodynamic perspective looks to our past, the behavioral perspective focuses on our learned responses, the cognitive perspective examines our thought processes, the humanistic and existential perspectives consider our pursuit of personal growth and meaning, and the socio-cultural perspective takes into account the societal and cultural influences. Each of these viewpoints offers valuable insights, but no single perspective can fully explain the complexity of abnormal behavior. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Each piece contributes to the overall picture, but you need all the pieces to see the complete image. Understanding abnormal behavior requires a multifaceted approach, integrating insights from all these viewpoints. After all, we are complex beings, shaped by our past, our perceptions, our aspirations, and our social context. And that's what makes understanding human behavior, especially abnormal behavior, so fascinating and so important. So, it's clear that understanding abnormal behavior isn't as straightforward as it might seem. From popular views that often oversimplify or misrepresent, to the intricate nuances of adaptive and maladaptive behaviors, the study of abnormal behavior is a complex one. The biological viewpoint underscores the role of genetics and brain chemistry, while the psychodynamic perspective digs into the terrain of unconscious processes and unresolved conflicts. The behavioral, cognitive, humanistic, existential, and sociocultural perspectives each provide unique lenses to view and interpret abnormal behavior, highlighting the role of learned behaviors, thought patterns, personal growth, existential crises, and societal factors, respectively. In the quest to comprehend abnormal behavior, it's essential to consider these multiple perspectives, as they each offer valuable insights that contribute to a more comprehensive understanding. This multifaceted approach is key in challenging misconceptions, and nurturing a more empathetic stance towards those experiencing abnormal behavior. Remember, a deeper understanding of abnormal behavior can help us challenge misconceptions and foster empathy for those who experience it. And if you feel this video is useful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Thank you for watching.